This was an important day for me. Sorry if I seem tired. It's very late. Um, I had a CT scan today, and then for those of you who don't know what that means, basically means they injected contrast into me and then ran me through a big ass X-ray thing to see what's going on with by now. Um, it's the first doctor's visit that I'd had in over a month. So for the past month, I've just been eating a very limited, very soft food diet. I've basically been eating just the same four things over and over. Um, and I was hoping for good news this time. Because every doctor's visit before this seemed like um, either the doctor would just say, "Yeah, good job, keep it up," and that was it, or there would be a setback. Like when I started throwing up a lot, and that was due to a stomach infection, and they had to readmit me to the hospital. Um, and then that's when I got the stint put in. And I've been doing better over the past few weeks. Like, I've basically learned how to do almost everything I need to do by myself. I'm at the point where I know how to administer my own medications, although I haven't actually taken any medications in almost a week. And then before that point, it had been a few days before I'd taken any. So I'm not taking any heart medication because they said that my heart rate was too high. I'm not taking any painkillers because there's no need to now. So I was hoping for good news, but I wasn't expecting good news. Even though I kind of went in there almost like a lawyer trying to argue my case. Because the doctor's assistant came in first and asked me a bunch of questions, and I was giving abnormally specific responses. Like they asked if I was eating anything, and I told them the average amount of meals that I eat per day, and then the average amount of snacks that I have per day, uh, when I usually have them, do I have them in conjunction with the feeding tube running, how often do I have the feeding tube running, about how much am I getting out of it, etc., etc. So, finally the doctor comes in. I had to wait for the doctor to come in because he had to see the results of the CT scan. And, well, he had news. So, the metal ring stent thing that they put in my esophagus, it's come loose and it's now in my stomach. And it's staying there. So at some point in that past month, the stent came out of my esophagus, dropped into my stomach, and I never noticed. And then he says, "That's actually good news, because that is a sign that you've healed." And he says, "The hole in the esophagus is gone." And I mean, he said he's 100% sure. We're still doing a test later this week just to be, like, absolutely positive there's nothing there. But a week from tomorrow, I'm going in for a procedure to, number one, get the stent out of my stomach, and then two, pull the feeding tube, and I can go back to a normal diet. I mean, it was the best possible news. And I didn't know how to handle it. I still don't know how to handle it. But once it's out, once everything's out, I guess, I am going on a marathon of restaurants. Just eating all kinds of shit that I couldn't touch for the past. How long has it been? Like 2 months and a week? And, it was after he dropped all this news that he made it clear, um, how fortunate I am to be alive. Because he mentioned that out of people who have, like, basically a hole of some size in their esophagus, 1 in every 4 people die. So, yet another thing I didn't know how to handle and still don't. But the important thing is, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's about a week from now. So, that's the update.